What's up, everyone? It is Mitchell J, the Scaredy Cat Guide, and Bitcoin keeps making lower highs instead of higher highs. So, as you can see, looking at the chart, um, we were green for a couple days, and then we were green yesterday, and it looked like we might make a run at this 7,400, the last little top, but late in the day, sold off, and today's candle is in the negative and red thus far, so that is not good. We continue to, ever since, essentially we made this top, make lower highs, and the range keeps getting smaller and tighter too. I mean, this bounce was smaller than this bounce, and then this bounce was smaller than this bounce, and then same thing. So the thing is getting into a tighter and tighter range, which is essentially, less and less volatile. So the question is, are we starting to base? And are we kind of coiling up to, get a push higher? Or I mean, it could go the other way around. We could kind of, consolidate to end up, selling off hard again. So it can go either direction, but generally, when you get these periods of consolidation, some kind of breakout move follows. So everything's the same as, I've talked about in prior videos about price points. We have the prior low here around 5,900. That is our downside. And then the upside essentially is making a run at 8K to test this uptrend line that we essentially broke out of. So those are the price points I'm continuing to keep my eye on, and until we kind of get to either one of them, I'm going to sit on my hands because sometimes doing nothing is the correct move. So let's take a quick look at Ethereum just because it's been dancing with this resistance I've talked about in the past. So we'll zoom all the way in. You can see it tried to make a run. And just like Bitcoin yesterday, it sold off hard late and ended up selling off and closing below the resistance line. And so far, it's going sideways on the new candle. So unfortunately, it was not able to get back into this range and establish in there because that would have been nice because then we'd have some good upside. We got a prior top up here around 560, and then you got the prior resistance up at 680. Instead, we are consolidating sideways here. We're in this tight little range. I'm hoping that it can essentially stay in this range and not really breach like 368. Because if it does, then our next real downside support is here at like 285. This base here. So that would not be fun. So again, it's about knowing price points and using support and resistance levels to recognize those price points. And as I've mentioned in the past, that is video number 1 in the Scaredy Cat Guide Investing in Cryptocurrency course. Essentially, we cover how to recognize support and resistance, exactly what it makes up a support and resistance, and it's key to know those because that is how we can find proper entry and exits to set up proper risk reward scenarios, because the bottom line is if we're not getting at least 2 to 1 on our investment scenario, we should probably not make the investment. That is how you have success in investing, is putting yourself in positions where you can make 2, 3, 4 times what you are risking. And that is the scenarios I always look to put myself in. If I don't see it, then I generally stay away from it. Anyway, so let's see what we get over the next few days. If we can get any kind of real price movement in Bitcoin or Ethereum, or Litecoin for that matter. But in the end, Bitcoin still leads the market and will follow its cue. That is it for now. I will catch you on the next video. I will leave links in the show notes as always for the ebook download for anyone that's a complete newbie to Bitcoin and how it all works. It's a free ebook I wrote to basically explain all the basics. And then I will drop a link to the crypto class, obviously, that I just mentioned. So until the next video, you guys have a good one.